caucus to order. So welcome to the 2018 Ward 3 Democratic Caucus. My name is Jason Aluya. I'm the chairman of the Ward 3 Democrats. To my right is our treasurer and long-standing member, the dean of the delegation, Marian D'Amato. To my left is the secretary, Blake Weber. Our vice chairman is away on school vacation with his children. And our outreach coordinator is somewhere in the room, all the officers of the Ward 3 Democratic Committee. Today, we're obviously here to elect delegates to the Democratic State Convention, which we held in June. We're going to go over the allotment of delegates at the convention, and it's obviously a campaign year. We will be electing delegates to choose our nominee for governor, United States Senator, and other statewide offices, including treasurer, auditor, and attorney general. There's also many other races. There's several congressional races throughout the Commonwealth, including right here in Ward 3, where we have both our congressmen have candidates, and two have primary opponents in the Democratic field. Ward 3, if you're in certain parts of Ward 3, the North End and West End, you will have Congressman Lynch, and parts of Ward 3 in Chinatown and the South End, I believe, have Congressman Capuano, and Ayana is running, the president is running in that. So we have very active statewide offices and campaigns. We also, of course, have our State House delegation, our state senators and state reps, and several of the county offices. You'll see a lot of people around with clipboards and pens asking you to sign. Please feel free to sign for any candidate you wish. And they are running for the several offices that I just mentioned. And I will not have time to introduce everyone and their surrogates, but I will, has been practiced, introduce people that, candidates who are here, as well as our delegation, and we have always made accommodations for a candidate's spouse. My good friend is here right now. She is the state treasurer of the Commonwealth, Deborah Goldberg, and I just wanted to welcome her to say a couple of words.
Take up your time. That deserves applause. I just want to say hi to everybody. A lot of you don't know that my family's from the neighborhood. In fact, I always tease Aaron because my family was from where Boba Bakery is, the corner of Prince and Salem. But the good news is my father's mother was from Sheep. So he says I'm okay. So, because we know it's two different worlds, two streets apart. But anyway, 4 years ago this week, we kicked off my first campaign for treasurer right at the corner of Prince and Salem. Some of you may have been there, and it was amazing. My parents were there, my kids were there. It was 0 degrees out. I refused to wear a coat because I was wearing too cute a blazer, and we won. Well, we've got a pretty tough race, and we need all of your help. We're running against a very well-funded Republican National Committee woman in the fall, and we need everybody in the neighborhood to get out and vote and do whatever you can, because it's all about you. I ran because my family for years wanted to support generations of people, starting right there on the corner of Prince and Salem and then going across the state. And that's what my work is all about, working with people like Aaron and all the other good people in the building, making sure we take care of all of you. So thank you for having me here today. I'm off to Revere. I'll stop at Kelly's on the way home. And I just appreciate you all being here. When I look around the room, I know we're going to do good. So thank you.
All the luck, and I'm sure you won't need it, but we'll be here for you, so good luck.
Yep, you know what? There's only two ways to run. To win or run scared and win. So we're going to fight right down to 8 o'clock in November. Thank you.
So my next guest needs no introduction, but he loves when I introduce him anyway. My good friend, our state representative, who's running for re-election.
Wonderful and warm introduction. I really appreciate it.
I could go on.
I know you could. That's why I'm glad you did. But thank you everyone for being here today. It's a great day, great turnout. I'm very impressed with all the, how much energy there is, in the building for, this upcoming election, which I think is going to be a great year for Democrats. We've had a couple tough years recently, but I think there is a re-energized group of people, heading up our party that are really focused on making sure that we get out the vote this upcoming year. And I want to, I also ask for your support. I am up for re-election again this year, and ask for your support. I appreciate all the support you've given me over the last couple of years, and it's been, a job that I love, a job that I love going to the State House every day, working, representing you, most of you, because there's one precinct I don't represent, and one three, but representing most of you at the State House and fighting for you is something that it's been a dream come true, and something I continue to love to do on a day-in, day-out basis. So on behalf of the State House delegation, which is myself, Representative Jay Livingstone, Senator Sonia Chain Diaz, Senator Joe Bontori, and Senator Sal DiDomenico, thank you for being such strong Democrats, and thank you to the party for continuing to push a positive agenda, an inclusive agenda, and something that we're going to keep fighting for in 2018. So thank you again.
Two more people before we continue, and I'm going to call him a good friend because I hope I never need his services. We have our sheriff here.
Good morning. Good morning. I know it was a long night last night. I know you were out partying hard, so let's try that one more time. Good morning. Good morning. Well, now I can feel you. Yes, I am the Suffolk County Sheriff, but today I'm here basically speaking on behalf of Senator Elizabeth Warren. She asked me to come down just to talk to you real quick about the American dream. I won't take long, but let me just say this to you. The American dream, that ideal that says that all U.S. citizens should have the opportunity to achieve success and prosperity through determination and hard work. Unfortunately, the American dream, as we know it, has not been afforded to a vast number of our citizens. And we really need to look at that. I am very fearful of what's going on down in D.C. right now. Instead of running the country, this administration seems like they're trying to run this country into the ground. We as Democrats really have to speak loudly about the fact that that's not the way the forefathers meant this to be. We need, really, what I'm talking about is we need housing that's affordable, not to be confused with affordable housing. We need an infrastructure program to put more men and women back to work. We need a quality healthcare program. We need good schools. Clearly, we need a real look at criminal justice. I've got far too many people in my facility that should be in a mental health bed or a detox bed and not in jail, frankly. And their criminality stems from the fact that they're trying to feed a habit. So here's the thing. All the elected officials in the room, and those that aren't, we work for you. You have hired us to go to whatever our respective corner of the world is to do your business. If we're not doing that, then you should vote us out. And I mean that with all sincerity. First, I'd like you to vote out the Republicans. But here's the deal. 2018 and 2020 are crucially pivotal years. We have to get one side of that house back, either the House of Representatives or the Senate, so that we can really put a check on this administration, so that we continue to do the work, once again, that you sent us to do. So please, we have a champion in Elizabeth Warren. Let's send her back to continue to do the work that we need her to do down there on behalf of us. Thank you so much for having me.
I agree more with what the sheriff said. The importance of these groups in election years. Activated Democrats make a difference in November. I just want to introduce one more person before we continue with the program. Bob Massey is a candidate for governor. As you know, this caucus is statewide, so the candidates are spread thin. I do have this lovely white man here. I just wanted to say hello.
By 10:45, so the man of his word. Thank you for letting me speak to you. I want to address what was just said about this country. We're in a very, very divided moment. We're divided regionally, we're divided ideologically, and we're divided economically. And we think in Massachusetts of ourselves as one Commonwealth, but we're divided in Massachusetts as well. But here in Massachusetts, we have an opportunity to demonstrate what it would be to heal those divisions and to lead this country forward. And we have to do it by expanding economic opportunity, as was said. And my husband, Bob Massey, knows how to do that, and he could lead us through the deep structural reforms that are needed to transform Massachusetts into one Commonwealth. We need a transportation plan, which Bob has produced. You can get it online. Transportation is more than getting to work on time. It's what drives economic development, and it's what drives where the jobs are. We can use it that way to spread jobs across the Commonwealth, to draw out of the hotbed of the Boston area and bring those jobs out to gateway communities and beyond. We need housing that is affordable, as was said. That means we need to make changes as well to the banking system to lend to people in poor communities or people of color. So it's a systemic thing that needs to be changed, not just pouring more money into affordable housing, although that would be a good thing. Education is the foundation for our just society, and we need to start at the foundation, and that means taking the funding that we can get from the millionaire's tax and putting it into the base of our education system, into pre-K and kindergarten, and expanding from there, turning schools into lifelong learning centers, and fixing MCAS so that it actually is a comprehensive assessment system and not a teach-to-the-test opportunity. We need to address criminal justice, we need to address the opioid crisis, and we need to look at all of these things as systemic problems that need systemic solutions. And we need to address the fact that our economy is changing. Many of our people who are working part-time in the gig economy. That means that it's all the more important that they have health care underneath them, that they have family leave, that they have even ways to save for pensions. The jobs that a company used to do for its employees, they don't do anymore. We need to support those workers. Most of all, we need to make a transition to a new energy economy. We have the opportunity to become a net exporter of green energy by developing our wind. Right now we send $20 billion out of state to prop up a dying fossil fuel industry that is dirty, dangerous, and corrupt. And Charlie Baker is supporting his utilities in adding more pipelines and locking us in for the future. We could be generating thousands and thousands of jobs and transforming our economy. We have more resources, talents, ideas, and money in Massachusetts than ever in the history of this country. We need to put all that to work and transform this economy. Bob has the courage, commitment, passion, and believe me, the fortitude and resilience to get this job done and to lead us through that transformation. I hope you will give him your support. And as Bob says, if a Democrat can win in Alabama, we should be able to win in Massachusetts.
For the purposes of notifying delegates or attendees of the caucus, the Ward 3 Committee, illustrious secretary, sent out notification and press releases to the major district newspapers, including the CMP, the Review, the Post-Gazette, the South End News, and I believe the Beacon Times. We also have used our Facebook page and our local blog, thevote.com, to send out notification as well. Sometimes Twitter, not so much as we used to. So I urge everyone, not that we have a very active page, but always check our Facebook page, Ward 3 Democratic Committee and Friends, for some updates, and people are always welcome to post on that page as well. So how today is going to work? The purpose, again, is to elect delegates to the June convention. Ward 3 has been awarded 22 delegates, 11 male and 11 female. That was to be split evenly. That we will accept nominations and have votes on that and separate ballots. We also have been awarded 5 alternate delegates. 5 alternate delegates, which will be split up between the 2 male alternates, 2 female alternates, and an alternate delegate that may be either male or female. Nominations will be taken from the floor, seconded individually. There will be plenty of time to make nominations. And I don't see you, raise your hand or just make sure you get my attention. If you are addressing the caucus, just please state your name. And if once you are nominated, please raise your hand or stand so we can see that you are present. There's no proxy voting and no proxy nominations. You will receive your first mail ballot. I'll point some tellers and ask for volunteers to tellers. And if you have this sticker, you will receive a ballot. Once nominations are complete, we'll vote on that first ballot, which most likely will say it will be the mail ballot. And we'll vote. At that time, we'll also give out the female ballot, and then we'll also vote on the female ballot. Voting will be by plurality, and then we'll proceed from there. And then we'll go on to the alternative delegates. Are there any questions about the process as I stated? In addition to the delegates nominated today, there will be ex officio delegates that the party deems, sorry that I'm very slow right now, I forgot all my notes. So the ex officio delegates will be Representative Michaelowitz as a elected legislator and myself as ward chair of Ward 3. And we are required and we welcome, we have a new and energized Democratic committee. Our chair, Gus Bigford, is doing a phenomenal job. He's been in the business so many years. It's reactivated a lot of excellent events. We have Chinatown dinner coming up. That's sponsored by the mayor and City Council of Wu. So Gus is doing a great job, and he has written a letter of welcome to all of you that the secretary showed me.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My favorite part of the caucus.
You got me behind here.
Thanks, Jason. Dear caucus attendees, welcome to the 2018 Democratic Caucuses. Here at the Massachusetts Democratic Party, we are working to ensure that delegates elected across the Commonwealth reflect our party's strong values and our diversity. Between now and March 4th, thousands of Democrats will convene at local caucuses across the Commonwealth to elect delegates and alternates to the 2018 Democratic Convention, which will be held at the DCU Center in Worcester on June 1st and 2nd. Delegates to the convention will be part of a historic year, one in which we will vote to determine which statewide candidates will be on the Democratic ticket in the 2018 primary election in September. This year is an important one as we will choose nominees for governor as well as other constitutional officers. As we have seen throughout our state and nationwide, we must remain as vigilant as ever to ensure that our values are the guiding principles of our governance. We are the party of inclusion. We are the party dedicated to fighting to better the lives of all, including our working families, seniors, people with disabilities, LGBTQ, and communities of color. We look forward to coming together as a party to ensure we are electing strong Democratic candidates to fight for us at home and in Washington. We are committed to ensuring that all delegates are able to attend our convention, regardless of financial standing. I would like to commend the many Democratic town board committees and elected officials for their generosity in subsidizing the fees for the delegates and alternates. Students, seniors, and persons with disabilities are eligible for a reduced rate of $50, and any delegate in need is encouraged to apply for a fee waiver. Whether this is your first caucus or you are a veteran of the process, I am sincerely grateful for your decision to join us in this commitment. Your commitment to moving our state, nation, and party forward is what keeps us strong as a party. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in Worcester at the convention. Sincerely, Gus Bigford, Chair, Massachusetts Democratic.
Okay, very well said.
Thank you.
Daniel Webster. So I have just a couple more items on our agenda before nominations. Like just mentioned that Gus talked about in his letter the fee waiver process. I have forms for the fee waiver process, and you'll have to qualify to discuss that after the caucus is adjourned. I also have youth add-on delegates. which if you are between 18 to 35, up to 36. So if you run, do not get elected, or you feel at the end of the caucus, I will give you a U-Pad on, and we can send to the party, and the party will consider you how many they have.
It actually helps if you run as a delegate in the caucus. It acts as a preference for you guys.
I'll do it yourself because he's a state committee man. So.
My name is Jeremy Cole. I'm a member of the Massachusetts Democratic State Committee. I'm co-chair of the Youth Services Subcommittee and the Stonewall Democrats of Massachusetts. One of my functions is I work for the add-on delegates. I actually help the state committee select those delegates. So if you actually are under the age of 36 and you run here today, or there's actually some other delegates, add-on delegates that he'll be mentioning, I assume, like LGBTQ, disability, affirmative action. If you run and don't get a seat, it's better that you actually ran and then you get a preference from the state committee to be chosen as an add-on. If anybody has questions about that afterward, please feel free to reach out to me either out in the lobby or my name, number, and all that information is on the state website. So thank you guys all for coming. This was a great day.
Thank you for being here. So I'll reiterate what he said. So for add-ons, we have the forms for you to fill out. And with that, with no other business required other than elections, I'm going to have entertain a motion to open nominations.
Make a motion to open nominations.
Second by Sarah. All those in favor? The ayes have it. So we're going to start with the nominations. Okay. Who has a good writing? Look real in. Look good writing. Wait like a cereal. So I'm going to go around the room and receive nominations for male delegate. Anyone have nominations for male delegate? Tina Fadi. I know people's names, some of you I may know, you would all be called on, don't worry. Sal? Anyone else? Catherine?
I'd like to nominate Austin Blackmore.
Where's Austin? Raise your hand. Hi, Austin. Anyone else? Young lady?
I'd like to nominate John Franklin.
John Franklin. Where's John? Is he here? Mary Ann.
I'd like to nominate Bobby Devil.
Sit down, Bobby. Anyone back there?
I'd like to nominate Stephen Pascatelli.
Where's Steve? You have a nomination?
Yes,
Nick? Right here. Nick Carter? Yep. Michael Matthews? Stephen Pascatelli. Alyssa gets very upset. What's next? Nick Carter? Came a long way then. Honor Finley. Back there.
Can I nominate Luigi Natale?
Jody. Richard, you're going to have to spell that for me.
O-P-A-D-I-A-H.
Stacey, can I nominate
I
Junior?
have, hold on a second.
And Joe,
Jody, all right. J-O-T-Y? Joe? Am I playing the wrong game all these years?
no, Jody is
All
fine.
right. Joel. Spell your last name, it's vacant, right?
Yes, I nominate James Chan.
James Chan is in the room. Blake,
I nominate Patrick Lyons.
and Patrick, where are you? Any other nominations? I thought I saw it. Tina?
I nominate Gary Allen.
Gary, just spell your name.
A-L-D-E-S.
Jared A. Well, she spelled it that way, so. Any other nominations? I see a hand back. I'm gonna have her entertain a motion. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Any other nominations? I'm going to entertain a motion to close nominations by George Dias, second by Dean DeFont. All those in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it. Real nominations are now closed. We're going to post these. Cause to be recessed for 2 seconds. May I ask those who, everyone who was on this list, have you signed the blue consent nomination form? Yeah. 4 people have not. If you don't have a name tag, no ballot for you. You have 11 slots on your ballot. You may vote up to 11 names. You can vote fewer, you can vote, the max is 11. Anything over 11 will not be counted. I want this thing. So I have the 3 tellers, and anyone's welcome to supervise or look to see what they're doing. They're in that room, in the middle table, and they're counting the mail ballots. I am going to open nominations, which they're fine with, one of them is running, for female delegates while that is going on. We're not going to count the votes until that is done, but we will continue to come along with the caucus for the matter of expediency. So I'm going to make, I have a motion by Stephen Pascatilli to open nominations for female delegate, seconded by Superman Eastay. All those in favor? Aye. The ayes have it. So I will accept names for female delegate. I'm going to go with Luigi.
I nominate Marie Lanza.
Stephen?
I nominate Ann Roach.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Thank you, Steve.
Andrea? Richmond?
R-O-C-H-E, correct?
Yeah.
And then what's that?
Andrea, spell your name, I'm sorry.
R-I-C-H-M-O-N-D. Richmond.
Let you
nominate my good friend Mary Ann D'Amato.
Georgia Dyer.
Tina Body.
Arasso. I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Sorry, John. Elizabeth Murphy.
Elizabeth, where are you?
Hi.
Elizabeth Murphy.
Z.
Yes, with a Z.
Yeah, the driver.
I nominate Jackie Carlino.
Can't hear you.
Jackie Carlino.
Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to nominate Tina Abadi.
It's like nominating Meryl Streep. Donna Finley.
I nominate Kate Davis.
Kate Davis. Where is she? Michelle.
Karen D'Amico.
Karen, please stand.
I'm right here.
Stand you No one tells Karen to sit, that's the point.
No one puts baby in the corner.
Catherine is the teller. She has accepted her nomination. So. Sheila? John Pregnant.
Thank you, Supreme Court. May I please nominate Jordan Smith? I nominate Joanne Hayes Ryan.
Joanne, you did. You get that? Can I nominate one more person, Jay? Kim Ty?
Kim, where's Kim? Kim, spell your name. I just had inkling with curry salad. Any other nominations for female delegate? Jill and my mother? No? Nellie and my mother. Any other nominations? I have a motion to close female nominations. All those in favor? Aye. You guys have it. I need two more people to sign the consent to nominate. John. People, we'll leave 13. You can vote up to 11. Everybody looks like their mother's side. Any other ballots that need to be collected, and all the female ballots into the head table, the tellers in this room. I just wanted to bring that down. So I want to, introduction. So we have 2 pairs of tellers counting male and female delegate ballots. Again, it's over there. Anyone feel free to watch them, supervise. So the male ballots obviously are coming along. Once the male delegates are announced, the elected male delegates are announced, we'll go on to nominate alternate male delegates. You can't do that until that process is complete. But in the meantime, it's my pleasure to introduce our newest city councilor for our district, Lydia Edwards. Has hit the ground running up at City Hall. Many of you, I'm sure, have met her throughout the campaign and throughout her short tenure at the beginning of her tenure as Boston City Councilor. My friend, Lydia Edwards.
I know you guys are here to work, and thank you all for coming out here. It's beautiful to see democracy in action and to see as many people involved as possible. I just wanted to come in to say not only hello, but also to say I am working extremely hard because I'm incredibly honored to represent one of the best neighborhoods in Boston. And I'm just so proud of that opportunity, and I just want to say please contact my office as much as possible. Let us know what's on your mind. For those of you who don't know, we are posting every single time there's a zoning board hearing, we post what's up in our district on our Facebook page. We also have a newsletter that you can sign up for on our Facebook page or on our website. And we just want as much of you to come into City Hall as possible with me to make sure that we're leading together for the best neighborhood. As you know, there are certain things coming up that directly impact us. The short-term rental working session is coming up next week. For any of you who have thoughts about Airbnb or those things, please continue to email, call our office, let us know. We'll be discussing that at later. Also making sure that you folks know to come out when we are dealing with specific issues when it comes to rats. We're going to actually have some conversations about that as well. So I'll be putting that out there as well to make sure that we're very clear on trash, on rats, on keeping our neighborhood clean, really respecting the historic nature of it, and making sure it shines as bright as it can, considering all the revenue it's bringing into Boston. So, again, like I said, I'm keeping it brief. Thank you so much for this honor to represent you, to fight for you, to advocate for you, and please, please call me, let me know, don't leave me out there by myself, okay?
Call Lydia, don't call. He doesn't call back anyway, I just call. That's just me. So the clock is going to be a brief recess while we count. It won't be too much longer. Deal with So we're going to announce male delegates first. Why do you want the chair? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to announce the name of the person and the amount of votes that they received. Della Russo, not in order, sorry. Della Russo, 89. DeFranzo, 88. Finley, 85. Lyons, 87. Passacantilli, 95. Brakeman, 90. Weber, 83. Drogantis, 12. Natali, 93. Bartolo, 87. Blackman, 80. Chan, 61. Alves, 2. Gobaya, 3. Back up, I apologize, look at the wrong column. Alves, 11. My apologies. Gobaya, 8. Joel Fowler, 17. Nick Carter, 15. That's it. So the delegates, Bobby Della Russo, Dino DeFranco, Connor Finley, Patrick Lyon, Stephen Pascantilli, John Craigman, Blake Weber, Luigi Natali, Sal Bartolo, Blackman, and Chan. Congratulations. I'm going to do female in 2 seconds. What I need right now is 12 male delegates that were just elected to come to the head table, see Mary Ann to sign the delegate form. For the female delegates, and then we'll go right into the nominations after this. Maria Lanza, 94. Ann Roach, 82. Andrea Richmond, 19. Marian D'Amato, 83. Elizabeth Murphy, 14. Jackie Carlino, 89. Tina Abadi, 87. Kate Davis, 77. Karen D'Amico, 85. Catherine Burton, 77. Jordan Smith, 77. Joanne Hayes Ryan, 75. And Kim Tai, 87. So the delegates for 2018 female are Maria Lanza, Ann Roach, Marian D'Amato, Jackie Carlino, Tina Abadi, Kate Davis, Karen D'Amico, Catherine Burton, Jordan Smith, Joanne Hayes Rhines, and Kim Tai. Congratulations. Ladies, after these gentlemen are done, please come up and sign the form they are signing. You don't have to take, you can take those fee forms, these white forms with you. There'll be 2 more votes. We're going to collect the ballots at the same time and pass them out at the same time. These ballots will be for male and female alternate delegates. I'm going to take nominations for male alternate delegate. Do I have a nomination? Joel.
Richard Obadiah.
Nick Carter. I'm sorry. Any other? Frank, you spell that last name. Any other nominations for male delegate? Alternate delegate. Any other nominations? I have a motion to close nominations by Tony Walker, seconded by George Dye. All those in favor? Ayes have it. I'm going to take nominations for female alternate delegate. Darlene Romano. Hold on one second, sorry. Darlene Lamont, any other nominations? Nick? Andrea Richmond. Ian?
I live in the town outside of
Elizabeth Murphy. Thank you.
Liz Murphy. Do you have any other nominations for female alternate delegates? Hearing none, as a motion to close nominations by George Italia, second by Tony Lopez. All those in favor? Ayes have it. Can I have the tellers back up here, please? We're handing out 2 ballots. We're handing out a green ballot, a green colored ballot, which is male alternate, and a female alternate, which is a pink ballot. You'll vote at the same time. You'll vote up to 2. There's 2 lines. The male and female sign the green forms. The 11 men and 11 women who were just elected delegate need to have come up and complete this form, and Ian is going to give you a form to take with you. Take this time, and I should have done it earlier to warn you, but also welcome Matt Conti from North Carolina. Media who is present right now. So I want to thank Matt for all his work and always coming to community events.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
That's enough.
We have results for the female alternate delegates. Darlene Romano.
Yep.
59. Andrea Richmond, 18. Bonnie McIlpin, 54. Liz Murphy, 12. So Darlene Romano and Bonnie are the we also have results for male alternate delegate. Joe Fowler, 15. Richard Obadia, 9. Nick Carter, 3. Jared Albers, 5. Frank Hewlett, 54. And Ian Kay, 58. Congratulations, gentlemen. You'll be excited to hear that after this one last vote, we're going to adjourn the caucus. Before we do that, while I have you captive, I want to thank you all, because I'm going to run out after you vote. Thank you all. I look forward to a very interesting election year. The Ward 3 caucus, we hope to work with some of our neighborhood groups, the Residents Association, maybe the council, and others to have some candidates nights to coordinate on that. And we'll have a candidates night for an array of offices, so we don't have a schedule yet because of the amount of offices that are running, but definitely for the governor's offices and constitutional offices, and we're going to figure out how to do the congressional delegation. So again, thank you, and I'm going to open, so before I do that, the men and women who were just nominated and elected to alternate delegates, please come up and sign the form, this form, and Marion will give you another form. So do that before you leave. I'm going to open nominations for the alternate delegate that is either male or female. Georgia Dyer. No, Maria Michael. Aaron Michael.
I'd like to nominate the smart, beautiful, and talented Maria Michael.
We questioned the first part because of what her husband is, but yeah. Maria Michael, do I have other nominations?
Motion to close nominations?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Guys carried. But the secretary will vote for that delegate. Maria Michaelis, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, motion to adjourn. Motion died, it's not on the floor. Thank you very much, everyone.